Quick walk through how to do your exercise 3, how to get those 3 iPhone pictures into Photoshop. I did some hasty shots here. I did not sketch them out, so the way things line up is not fantastic. I had to crop a little bit. I'll have to do a little bit of transform, but you get the idea. Have them here in Lightroom, select all, and I can go up to Photo, Edit in, and open as layers in Photoshop. If that doesn't work for you, you can Command E each of them to bring them into Photoshop separately, and then just go from the left side, select all, copy, go to the middle one, paste, go to the right side, select all, copy, go back to the middle one, paste, and that should also get all 3 of your files in as separate layers in the same Photoshop file. So here we go, right? I can see my layers down there. First thing I'm going to do is change the canvas size. That's Command Option C, or you can also go up to Image, Canvas Size, and what the width is as a number, it doesn't matter, but we want to make it 3 times as wide, right? And a little margin of error. So right now it's 10, so 3 times 10 is 30. I'll make it 31, right? Coming from that middle point. Also not relative. If your thing says 0 and 0, relative is checked, uncheck that. We don't want to make it X amount bigger. We want to make it 3 times whatever it is. We need a specific number. So hit OK. Now I've got the Move tool, that's V on my keyboard, and I've also got Auto Select Layer checked up here. So I can just grab this one. I know this is the left side. Drag it over here. If I hold down Shift, it should slide without moving any other direction. Now I'm going to grab this one underneath. I know it's the right hand one. Slide that over there. That's the middle one. Slide that over. Okay. So there are my 3 images. Right, I want to leave a little bit of space between them. I would like them to line up in a slightly different way. So I'm going to move this one up so that it matches there. And then with that layer selected, right, I can see it's highlighted down here. I can also, because I have automatically select layer, I can just click on it. I can do free transform, Command T, or it is also under Edit, free transform. I use Command T, and Shift drag that out to scale it a little bit, reposition. Okay, let's try that. Hit return to commit. Bring this one over. I want this also to kind of line up something like that. So Command T, free transform, Shift drag. All right, may do go up a little bit now. Okay, that seems about where I want those to be. Hit return to commit to that. So now I've got my 3 panels. There's a little bit of extra space on the left and the right that I don't need, so I can just hit C on the keyboard for crop, make sure that I'm using the regular crop tool, not the perspective crop tool or some other weird thing. Crop tool, come over here, grab it, pull it into the edge of the image that I want. Same thing over here, grab it, pull it into the edge of the image that I want, hit return. All right, there we go. That all looks pretty good. I'm going to go in here, and I know that this brought it in as a ProPhoto file, which I don't necessarily want. But since I'm going to export this from Lightroom, I'm not going to worry about it. If you were saving as from Photoshop, you would go ahead and change to sRGB and then save it as a JPEG. But here I'm just going to go ahead and hit Command S for save. Since Lightroom is still open, it should come back in here, and there we go. There is my triptych right there in Lightroom, and I can now go ahead and export that as something that is reasonably sized. You can actually share it on your screen, say, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 pixels across. To turn in for exercise 3, you'll also need your sketches, right? Make a photograph of that. You'll put these 3 images together in Photoshop as one image and export that as something that has 3 export naming Farwell Brad PH153 exercise 301 and I actually need a start number. Let's get that out. JPEG, yes. Long edge 3000. Make sure that you are putting them somewhere. .163, goodness, moving up in the world. And you put them in the place where they go. I am going to just put mine temporarily on my desktop in that folder. All right, go ahead and hit export on that. And then I will also need my sketch and then also my original iPhone files, right? Export, same thing, start number 2. So I have 1 is the whole thing, and then 2, 3, 4. And just make sure that all of my metadata is included there. Great. So, right, if you do the sketch in here as well, you can also export that at the same time. But this is how you can take those 3 phone images, whip them together into a quick and dirty panorama in Photoshop, and then export them back out so that we can take a look at them in the Padlet universe in the afternoon. So